The Miami Heat are back in the spotlight, and with Jimmy Butler's triumphant return, they've sent a loud and clear message. The Heat culture is alive and thriving. Let's dive into their clash with the Philadelphia 76ers and what it means for their championship aspirations in the 2024-25 NBA season. The 2024-25 NBA season has been full of twists and turns, with injuries, trades, and unexpected victories shaking up the league. For the Miami Heat, the early season was a mixed bag. Without Jimmy Butler, their heartbeat and leader, the team struggled to find consistency. The offense lacked its usual punch, and defensive intensity waned without Butler's on-court leadership. However, the Sixers versus Heat game marked a turning point. Butler returned to the lineup after nursing a foot injury that sidelined him for a few games. This matchup wasn't just about two teams clashing, it was a battle of momentum. The Sixers, led by Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, were riding high with a string of recent victories, while the Heat desperately needed a morale-boosting win to solidify their position in the Eastern Conference. First quarter, a slow start. The Heat started the game cautiously, adjusting to Butler's reintegration into the lineup. Bam Adebayo led the charge early, with strong defensive plays and a few mid-range jumpers that kept the Heat within striking distance. Meanwhile, the Sixers leaned on Embiid, who dominated the paint and drew multiple fouls. Second quarter, Butler takes over. As the game progressed, Butler found his rhythm. He showcased his trademark moves, Euro steps, fadeaways, and strong drives to the basket. By halftime, he had already scored 14 points, energizing the Heat and frustrating the Sixers' defense. The Heat's bench, including key contributors like Caleb Martin and Duncan Robinson, chipped in with timely threes, creating a significant momentum shift. Third quarter, Heat culture on full display. The Heat's defense tightened, forcing turnovers and capitalizing on fast break opportunities. Butler and Adebayo's synergy was evident, with Adebayo setting screens and Butler slicing through the Sixers' defense for easy buckets. Max Strus, in a breakout performance, drained 3 consecutive triples, silencing the Philly crowd. Fourth quarter, the stomp. By the final quarter, the Heat had built a double-digit lead. Butler's return was more than a storyline, it was a statement. He finished with 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists, while Adebayo added a double-double. The final score read 112-96 in favor of the Heat, a decisive win that marked their resurgence. Jimmy Butler's impact. Butler's return isn't just about the numbers, it's about leadership. His presence on the court galvanizes his teammates, whether through his defensive hustle, clutch plays, or fiery attitude. After the game, Butler expressed confidence in the Heat's potential, saying, "We're just getting started. This is the team that can go all the way." Butler's role as a mentor also shines as he continues to develop young talents like Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez Jr., ensuring the Heat's long-term success. The Sixers' struggles. While the Heat celebrated, the Sixers were left with questions. Joel Embiid delivered a solid performance with 30 points and 12 rebounds, but his supporting cast faltered. Tyrese Maxey struggled against the Heat's aggressive defense, and the absence of James Harden, traded earlier in the season, left a noticeable void in playmaking. Coach Nick Nurse admitted post-game that the team needs to improve its defensive rotations and find more scoring options outside Embiid. The Heat's season outlook. With Butler back, the Heat are poised to climb the Eastern Conference standings. Analysts are already discussing their potential playoff matchups, noting that their depth, combined with Butler's leadership and Adebayo's defensive versatility, makes them a formidable opponent. The Heat's next challenge? Building consistency and ensuring players like Tyler Herro and Kyle Lowry stay healthy for the long haul. Fan reactions and league implications. The NBA community erupted with excitement over Butler's return. Social media buzzed with hashtags like #HeatCulture and #JimmyBuckets. Fans praised the Heat's resilience, while rival teams took note of their renewed energy. This game also served as a reminder of the tight race in the East, where teams like the Milwaukee Bucks and Boston Celtics are vying for dominance. The Heat's statement win signals that they're ready to disrupt the hierarchy. What's next for the Heat? The Heat's victory over the Sixers wasn't just about one game, it was a declaration. With Jimmy Butler leading the charge, Miami is back in the conversation as a legitimate contender. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on how far this team can go. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the NBA's hottest stories, only here on Basketball Worlds. Don't forget to like,